Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Professor Anime, and welcome back to yet again another video. And here we are with the 5K special video. That is right. This channel has finally reached 5K. 5,000 subscribers. It is crazy, and words cannot just express my gratitude to every single one of you who have been supporting the channel throughout the years, throughout the months, throughout the days. If you're a new subscriber, that is awesome. Thank you so much. Like, seriously, words cannot describe how thankful I am for you guys and your continuous support on the channel. Like, just being at 5K subscribers, it's mind-blowing. It really is. So today's video, I am going to be doing a 5,000 subscriber special in which I am going to answer some of the questions that you posted either on my YouTube video that I posted for a Q&A, or either questions that you posted on Twitter for me, and I'm going to go ahead and answer these questions within this Q&A. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first question, might as well DM you my question. What anime / manga influenced you the most when it came to becoming a YouTuber? Also, congrats once again, Miles. Can't wait to see your channel and yourself grow on the path to 10K and beyond. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. This right here is, this question right here is by Commodore Laz. He's another YouTuber. Shout outs to him. Seriously, look him up if you wish to check out his content. He's an awesome guy. So, thank you so much, man, for your question. So, what anime / manga influenced you the most to becoming a YouTuber? Honestly, to be honest, like, I have such a huge passion for anime and manga in general, even since I was a young kid. Like, I've been watching it since, I was really young, so I can't really say that a specific anime and or manga influenced me to become a YouTuber, because honestly I would say that the medium as a whole, just the passion that I have for this medium, is just what motivated me to talk about it in the first place. So I would say pretty much everything. Alright, next question, we got Blade Ninja 009 here saying, I got two. Any plans on changing the content for the channel? Also, even if YouTube doesn't pay well, will you continue doing videos? Alright, so I'll answer the first question for you, buddy. Any plans on changing the content for the channel? Alright, so I have been posting a lot of reviews out, especially weekly reviews. I will admit that, and when it comes down to this fall 2017 season, I'm having a blast, so that's probably why you're seeing a lot of videos from me in the first place. But at some point, I do want to end up changing, the content of the channel. I still want to keep weekly reviews in check, but obviously tone that down a little bit. There's a lot of stuff that I wish to, talk about on the channel, whether it be gaming related, but then again, this is an anime-focused channel, so I'm not really too sure if anybody would like to see gaming-related content on the channel, or anything that is not really relevant to anime, you know what I'm saying? But I will like to eventually post out other discussion type videos. Like, I remember back when I was just starting out on YouTube, I came out with a series of the Psychology of, the Philosophy of series. I think you guys, if you are an older subscriber, you might have seen that video before. I ended up posting a video on the Philosophy of Parasite. I'll put that link down in the description down below, because if you guys want to check that out, I did a video on that, and it was actually pretty well received. And I kind of want to make videos like that again, because I just have so much fun when it comes to making videos like that. But it's just, if I were to go back to that type of content, like, I don't know what I would talk about, which anime should I talk about? What topic should I focus on? Like, I just don't know. So maybe you guys can give me some ideas in the comments. But for the short answer, yes, there are plans for me experimenting with other content here on the channel, and it's just going to take some getting used to. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly I want to talk about, so do expect, different types of videos in the near future from me besides, just reviews. It just all boils down to, what exactly I'm gonna post. I'm still thinking, Alright, so the second question is, also, even if YouTube doesn't pay well, will you continue doing videos? Most likely, yes. Now, YouTube has this very big controversy going around, especially with the adpocalypse and just, what they have been doing with the site, changing its algorithm, and then also the limited to no ads, not suitable for all advertisers, that sort of thing. It really does suck, because, mainly the big creators are really getting hit with the hammer, you know, when it comes to that. Small creators like myself, you know, it doesn't really affect us, but when it comes to the big creators, I could see why it does affect them. But anyways, going back to your question, if YouTube doesn't pay well, will you continue doing videos? Most likely, yes, because I started, you know, this YouTube channel as a hobby, just to talk about anime and manga in general. I mean, only receiving, you know, money is just, you know, kind of like a bonus, you know what I would say? So even if I'm not receiving a whole lot of money when it comes down to my YouTube videos, I will most likely still end up creating content, but there is obviously going to be something that I'm gonna have to look out for in order to actually get a sufficient income, because right now YouTube ain't cutting it. Alright, next question. Lightning49, congrats on 10K. Professor Anime, would you like to see a Code Geass x Tokyo Ghoul crossover? I know I would. A Code Geass and Tokyo Ghoul crossover. Okay. That would be interesting. That would be interesting, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know exactly on how that would turn out, but I would be interested, yeah. Sure, I'd like to see that. Ruby says, will you do a live stream with Chibi Reviews? Talk about anime and manga? And me? Just kidding. So, will I be doing a live stream with Chibi Reviews and talk about anime and manga and stuff like that? That is totally up to him. I mean, if he is down, I'm down. Victor Rodriguez, is this a question? Yeah? NBA, what is your top 5 characters for Gintama and Tokyo Ghoul? Okay, so I have actually had a lot of questions, you know, regarding, you know, the questions that you would like for me to answer within, you know, this 5K video. I saw a lot of the same, you know, questions when it came down to this specific one right here on, like, what are my top 5 Gintama characters? What are my top 5, you know, Tokyo Ghoul characters? So I'm just gonna take this question and answer it for everyone who asked. So let's start with Gintama first. So Gintama, honestly, I gotta go with my boy Gintama, or see, this still is a problem for me. Anyway, Gintoki, Gintoki is one of them. Shinpachi and Kagura, the three stooges, okay? The three stooges, they're my bread and butter when it comes to Gintama characters. So, Gintoki, obviously, for obvious reasons, I mean, he's just a badass. Kagura, even more badass, and she is bae. She is best girl. Shinpachi is, you know, funny, especially when it comes down to his overall expressions and just his quirky attitude. I love the dude for that. So those are 3 characters right there. I got 2 more. I would have to say Kondo-san. I love Kondo-san. He is pretty hilarious as well. And let's see, number 5. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one because oh no, actually no, Hijikata Toshio. Hijikata is definitely one of my favorite characters. I can't believe I almost forgot it for a minute. As far as Tokyo Ghoul characters, I'm gonna have to give you Kaneki, Toka, Arima, Amon, and also let's see, who is another individual that I really like in the series? You know what, why not? Let's just throw Juzo in there, because Juzo, I like the dude. Osaka Ghoul says, Pingu, best anime or not? Pingu is obviously one of the best anime that, you know, you can ever watch, and it has a lot of psychological trauma, symbolism, and just overall, it has a very overarching story, and I just really like it. Something that everyone should watch. It's definitely one of the best shows of the fall 2017 season. Joseph Logan, favorite ongoing manga of all time, and favorite moment in manga and anime. Congrats on 5K. Thank you so much, Joseph. So, my favorite ongoing manga. The favorite ongoing manga that I would have to say that I'm really enjoying the most is definitely Tokyo Ghoul Re. So, favorite manga of all time. Now, my favorite manga of all time is definitely Welcome to the NHK. It also so happens to be my favorite anime of all time. Well, one of my favorite anime. Welcome to the NHK. I just love the story. If you haven't checked it out, definitely go ahead and check it out. It's very underrated, and it definitely deserves more recognition because it is just an amazing series. It really is. But just keep in mind, when it comes down to the anime and manga, they are very different in comparison. But the manga, I would have to say, is more superior. Favorite moment in manga and anime? Okay, so my favorite moment in manga and anime. That's a tough one because there's a lot of memorable moments that I have had while watching anime. And just, reading manga in general. You know what? Just to throw out one of, my most memorable moments while reading manga, I would have to say Kingdom. Kingdoms, the Coalition Army, the Coalition War, that was hype. That was hype. It was about 100 chapters long, and it really felt like I was watching a movie. That is something that not a lot of manga do. Make you feel like you're actually watching a movie. Oh man, if that arc ever gets animated, I'm just watching the Kingdom anime just for that. Little Lewis, favorite games and favorite characters in games. Also, congrats on that 5K. Keep the ball rolling. Thank you so much, man. So, favorite games and favorite characters in games. Okay, so some of my favorite games, just to name some on the top of my head, Mass Effect, Uncharted, let's see, Metal Gear Solid 3. Oh, I love Metal Gear Solid 3. Even the Metal Gear Solid series in general is just very, very good. Some other favorite games, just looking around on my shelf. Oh, Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts. Honestly, it's kind of hard to come up with a whole lot of games that I really, really enjoy that I would consider my favorites. So those are just a couple of titles on the top of my head that I just threw out to you right then and there. So, yeah. Going on to the next question, favorite characters and games. Definitely Nathan from the Uncharted series. Just his quirky attitude is amazing to me. The comedic sense and just overall who he is as a person, I just love him. He's a very lovable and relatable character in some cases besides, the adventure, because he has more adventure than, most of us out there. But, it's just, when it comes down to his overall character, there's simply nothing that I hate about him. Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Let's try to throw up some other characters out there, from games that I haven't talked about already. What about Spyro the Dragon from Spyro? Crash Bandicoot from Crash. Let's see, what else? There is a lot. I mean, I played a lot of games. I mean, it's kind of hard to come up with, a whole list of favorite games and characters, but there's just a few out there that I threw out. Jack F. Dope. Congrats. My questions would be simple. Top 5 favorite anime or manga. Okay, so your question is top 5 favorite anime or manga. Okay, so let's just go with anime. Let's go with anime because I've seen more anime than I have read manga, to be completely honest with you. So top 5 anime. Alright, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Welcome to the NHK, Hajime no Ippo, Bakuman, and I would also say Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Attack on Eric. Oh man, I can just see where this question is going right now. What's going on, man? Congrats. I'm sure it won't be long until you hit that 10K, and then you hit me with that Lenny face, my boy. Thank you very much, man. My question is, will there ever be a Professor Anime? If so, when is it coming out? Also, could I stream it on any of these services? Funimation, Crunchyroll, or Hentai Haven? You know what, thinking about it now, I wonder what a Professor Anime would actually be like. Daniel Witz, congratulations, Professor. Have you seen the new anime UQ Holder or Garo Vanishing Line? Thank you, Daniel, for your question, and also for congratulating me on 5K. Thank you so much. So have I seen UQ Holder or Garo Vanishing Line? No, I haven't seen any of them as of right now. I have gotten a few replies, though, from some people telling me to check out Garo Vanishing Line. I still have yet to check that out, but I don't really know if, anyone would be interested in me actually reviewing Garo Vanishing Line or UQ Holder. I don't really hear a lot of people talking about UQ Holder now that I think about it, but when it comes to Garo Vanishing Line, I have heard some good things, but I don't really know if anybody would like to see me actually talk about it. So if you guys would like to see a first impressions on some of the episodes that have already came out for Garo Vanishing Line, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try my very best to make a video on it. T-Vaughn, congrats on 5K. Thank you so much. What are your favorite anime channels on YouTube? Also, favorite non-anime channels. Okay, so favorite anime channels, I'm not particularly sure if I even have any favorite anime channels here on YouTube. There is definitely a whole lot of people that I watch, especially my friends' channels and some people who I have met throughout the community. I watch their videos, but as far as like having a favorite anime channel, I don't really know if I have a favorite, but there are definitely a lot, and I mean a lot, of channels that I watch in the anime YouTube community. Also, favorite non-anime channels. Okay, so this one I can definitely answer simply because this is just something that, you know, kind of provides diversity, you know, when it comes down to channels in general. So, for a few that I can, you know, suggest, I would say Rob Dyke. I really like his channel, especially when it comes down to his Twisted Tens and Seriously Strange. He's kind of like a horror-esque channel, and I find those videos to be very, very entertaining and very interesting. There is also Broad in Japan who I really, really like. His content's very entertaining to me. He's one of those J vloggers out there who posts videos about Japan, and he's also a teacher who is actually teaching English in Japan. So that I find really cool in there, and every time he comes out with a video, it never disappoints me. Like, I find his content to be very entertaining. And just throw another one out there, I would probably have to say Wisecrack. Wisecrack I find very entertaining as well, especially when it comes down to their educational videos. I really like the philosophy videos that they post, and also Thug Notes. I really want Thug Notes to return. I haven't really seen a whole lot of Thug Notes recently. You know, I really want those to return. My boy Sparky is amazing. I need him back, man. And you know what's kind of funny about Wisecrack as well is that they also post anime videos sometimes, and usually it has to do with certain discussions like the philosophy of, the psychology of. I believe they came out with a video titled The Philosophy of Attack on Titan a while back ago. And, you know, those types of videos are some of the videos that I used to do when, you know, about 2 years ago on my channel. So, seeing how they kind of took my idea, I didn't really appreciate it all that much, but what can you do? King of L's, how did the personalities fare against Toka? From first to last, which lasts longer? Also, do you believe that the setup of cliffhangers Ishida has been doing are annoying, and why? I'm not exactly sure on what you mean by the, you know, personalities faring against Toka. I mean, we did see in chapter 143 of Tokyo Ghoul Re that, you know, all the personalities were starting to manifest from Kaneki, and they each came down with a set end goal that they only want to protect Toka. That is the only thing within on their mind, and that's where we see Kaneki go, you know, completely, you know, crazy, to the point in which it almost seems as though he has lost, you know, complete control of his mind and body, except for the sole factor of just, you know, protecting Toka and making sure that she will stay alive, even if that means his ultimate death and stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm not exactly sure on what you're trying to ask here. Maybe you can let me know in the comments down below. But as far as, you know, if I believe that the setup cliffhangers Ishida has been doing are annoying, I wouldn't say they are annoying. I wouldn't say they are annoying. I actually have been having a really fun time reading Tokyo Ghoul Re. There are things that I do get confused on, but I mean, as I said before, I'm not that well versed when it comes down to the series of Tokyo Ghoul Re. I mean, there's a lot of things that I still need to reread upon just to understand every, you know, inch in detail that, you know, Tokyo Ghoul has to offer and whatnot. So I will say that there are certain things that I do get confused on, but I won't say that when it comes down to the cliffhangers that Sui Ishida, you know, puts out, I wouldn't say that they are annoying, because I do, you know, find Tokyo Ghoul Re to be very entertaining. But the only thing that I would say that I was personally annoyed with was definitely the skipped over fight between Kaneki and Suzuya Juzo, because that fight we really should have seen. We really should have seen. Like, he built that fight up to be something that could have been extremely, extremely hype. And then all of a sudden, we get the aftermath of the fight and see what happened to Kaneki. And that made me a bit salty right there. So that's the only thing that I personally found annoying. I wish we really got that fight, but I mean, when it comes down to your question, I think that's just the only thing that I found pretty much annoying. Rebecca Starlight, how did you think of your YouTube username? Honestly, I just came up with it. I mean, I just came up, you know, with the idea, hey, you know what, I'm gonna be talking about anime, why not, you know, name my channel, you know, something that relates to, you know, talking about anime. Why not profess the anime out there? You know, I'm not a professor, obviously. I don't have a degree in talking about anime, but I am certified as a senpai at my dojo, my karate dojo. So, I mean, in a way, I guess, you know, technically, maybe I should just change my name to Senpai Anime. Next question from your boy Memory Reacts. Congratulations, my friend. Thank you so much, man. For my question, has there ever been a series without psychological trauma that you actually liked? Yes. Pokemon. Andrew Singh. Congrats, dude. Awesome. Thank you so much. Have you watched Rin, Daughters of Minazim? I don't know how to pronounce that name, so hopefully, you know, maybe you guys can correct me in the comments down below on how to say that. But anyways, and Higurashi When They Cry. Your thoughts? Okay, so I haven't seen Rin, the Daughters of series. I haven't seen that one, but I have seen Higurashi When They Cry. I haven't seen season 2 of it because I know there's another season of Higurashi. I don't know if it's as good as the previous season, but definitely when it comes down to season 1 of Higurashi, I gotta say, it was definitely a moe horror trip. I mean, it was bloody, and it was gory. A lot of moe characters in that, very twisted too. Oh my god, like some of the scenes in that show. Usama Siddiqui, thanks for being here on YouTube. My question is, where's my Gintama reviews? Where's my Garo first impressions, bro? LOL JK. Anyways, here's my real question, or questions. Top 5 TG characters so far. I kind of already answered that. Best Gintama serious moment. So the best Gintama serious moment that I would have to say from what I have watched so far is definitely the fight between Kagura and I can't remember the dude's name, but he was a Yato user. You guys have probably seen my Yoshiwara in Flames arc live reactions. I'm currently watching that. I'm almost done with that arc, but when it came down to Kagura going insane, that was definitely one of the most memorable moments of Gintama, and definitely one of the most hypest moments that I have seen of the series so far. So I would definitely say that. Best Gintama comedic moment. Okay, so a comedic moment that I personally really enjoyed with Gintama was the episode in which we see Toshio Hijikata, you know, he goes on this date with the Bakufu, I guess like someone that, the older gentleman that works with the Shinsenigumi. He ends up going out with the Bakufu's head leader's daughter, and we have it to where there's the end of the episode in which, you know, in order to actually separate them, because she is so hell-bent on, you know, really wanting to stay with Toshio, that Gintoki and Toshio end up coming up with a plan that they have to say to her that Toshio is actually the prince of the planet Mayo, and he needs to go back to his planet and separate from her. And just on how that whole scene played out, and when Gintoki, Kagura, and Shinpachi arrive dressed up in Mayo costumes, and they're calling out to Toshio like, Prince Mayo, we are here, Mayo. You know, come on board. It's time for us to go. And Toshio is just like, I'll see you. It was like it was a very comedic moment, but it was also so serious that it was so funny, you know. Oh my god, it's just like Gintama is just like it's so out there. It's ridiculous. Like, I love that episode. Nick Victory Fire! I love that name. Congrats for hitting 5K. Thank you so much. What animes would you like to see in a crossover, and what animes would you like to get more seasons of? Okay, so just on the top of my head, a crossover anime. Let's just take the 2 most tragic anime or manga that I know of. Berserk and Tokyo Ghoul. Let's see how a crossover with that would go. That would be actually kind of cool. But anyway, animes that I would like to see more seasons of. An anime that I would like to see more seasons of. You know, there's quite a few of them. Probably Girls Monthly Nozaki-kun. I think we do need another season regarding that one. Also, another season, maybe Welcome to the NHK as well. And probably not just like another season, but more so a representation of the manga's point of view of that series I would like to see. But then again, kind of like how the anime of Welcome to the NHK left off, I could see another possible season for that, but it really doesn't need one. So that's why I say, if anything, I would kind of like to see like a reimagining of Welcome to the NHK from the manga's perspective. The Kawaii Crew 2.0. When are you and Memory gonna get married? Chill, my boy. Soloris, congrats on 5K. Thank you so much. What anime has shocked you the most, and which has made you cry? Okay, so for anime that has shocked me the most, I would probably have to say Neon Genesis Evangelion, just on how the story is told and the philosophical and psychological nature within that series regarding the characters. Like, I was really invested in Neon Genesis Evangelion because I just loved the whole philosophical aspect of the series that it provided, as well as how each character has some type of psychological issue with them. I found that to be so, you know, interesting. I really did. As far as another anime that also shocked me the most, I would probably say Ghost in the Shell, because of its philosophical values. That movie is just amazing. If you haven't seen Ghost in the Shell yet, you are doing yourself a disservice. You gotta watch Ghost in the Shell. It is amazing movie. Ghost in the Shell brought a different sort of narrative that I haven't seen from anime at the time, and just on how exactly the story was told, and just the philosophical, you know, topic on, you know, what it means to be human, how far can humans progress to the point in which they no longer become human. You know, certain types of topics like that were sprinkled throughout, you know, the movie, and that is what I really loved about that movie. And it was definitely something that I could say that has definitely shocked me the most in my, you know, viewing experience with anime. And it does kind of suck that I heard that when it comes down to the live action movie, it's more of a action revenge sort of thriller movie rather than what the original source material was. Because honestly, I would have really liked to see on how they would have handled the philosophical topics brought about, you know, within the live action, but sadly they didn't go with that. But anyways, which anime has made you cry? Clanad. It will beat you on the fucking head with a baseball bat pretty much in every episode. Giro the Hero. Giro. Okay, so I can't do that. Sorry. Grats, bro. Throw to 10K subs. Thank you so much. Can you sing the Naruto Shippuden opening number 2? Can I? Play. You are my friend. あの日の夢今でもまだ忘れてないでしょ You are my dream 初めてばかよ Give me my long lost friend Wow 今大切よ Every day この世界のシャイで I wanna see you 光るmy soul on fire You are my friend! I'm probably gonna become a meme now.
All around me are familiar faces.
Mr. Zen Lopez, well, if you were to collaborate with the top AniTubers, who would that be and what type of videos would you do with them? Okay, so like I kind of stated before, I would probably collaborate with just, you know, my friends who I have met throughout the community, Chibi Reviews, Memory Reacts, Blade Ninja, you know, all the people who I have met throughout the community so far. But in terms of, I guess, top AniTubers in which I guess I don't really know as well that I would like to collaborate with, I would probably say Glass Reflection. Glass Reflection will probably be a cool one. Maybe Bob Samurai. I mean, me and him follow each other. We talk a bit and stuff in some of the streams that he does. But in terms of doing a video with him, I do remember him stating that, you know, we should end up doing a review on a hentai series. He suggested that, I believe, and I just think it'll be very, very funny to do if you know, it comes down to that. Kaga, congrats. Have you seen Rick and Morty? It's great. Thank you so much for your question, and thank you so much for the congratulations. Have I seen Rick and Morty? I have not. I've only seen, you know, a couple clips here and there on YouTube of it. I know that the show is apparently good. A lot of people do enjoy it, but me personally, I have not seen a single episode of Rick and Morty, just, you know, certain clips. I know what it is, but haven't seen the series. Oh jeez, we got a freaking essay right here from the Anime Inspired Pianist. Okay, so here we go. Let's get prepared for this. If you had to give up anime and it resulted in you meant to say severe consequences, my boy. Anyway, which consequence would you pick? A, you died. B, you got hemorrhoids. C, constipation forever. Okay, so if I had to give up anime and it resulted in severe consequences, which consequence would I pick? So if I gave up on anime, what would I pick? Well, one, I would die, so that would be the end of my life right then and there. Okay, B, you got hemorrhoids. That is not going to be very pleasant. And C, constipation forever. Oh, that is not going to be very, very pleasant. That's gonna pleasant. That is going to be very upsetting. So honestly, these questions, man, if you picked A, then pick another answer to continue your route. I mean, I would not want to experience, you know, hemorrhoids and constipation forever and whatnot. So honestly, if I had to give up on anime and the consequence to that was me dying, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna die. So if I picked A, then pick another answer to continue your route. A, you go to hell. I don't want to go to hell, man, my boy. Hey, Zeus brings you back to life. C, you are a failure, Miles. Okay, Zeus brings you back to life. Well, okay, B, why not B? Zeus can bring me back to life. But if I pick C, then you are correct. No, why would I, you know, be correct if I pick C? If you pick B, then pick another answer to continue your route. Okay, so I'll pick B, my boy. You have no more what? Found a girlfriend with hemorrhoids whoa. Okay, C, you become known as Mr. Hemorrhoid around the neighborhood. Okay, well, I didn't say earlier that I would get hemorrhoids for the earlier question, so you became known as Mr. Hemorrhoid around the neighborhood. Well, to me personally, I want to keep my private part, you know, and if I found a girlfriend with a hemorrhoid fetish, that would be a little bit weird, and what if I didn't have hemorrhoids, because I didn't pick hemorrhoids from before, but anyways, if I pick C, I became known as Mr. Hemorrhoid around. You know what? This fucking doesn't make sense! Hey, C. Michelle Run, congrats, thank you so much. Do you have goals, personal, professional, set for yourself for the next 5, 10, and 15 years? If so, can you share any? Sure. So, where I want to see myself in the next few years from now, 5, 10, 15 years or so, well, definitely, I would, okay, so I'm just going to give you some long-term goals that, you know, I personally want to achieve before I die. I want to end up coming out with a series that everyone will enjoy, a creative series, whether that be, you know, me writing a book or just, you know, making like an animation project or something like that. Like, I really am fond of, you know, just seeing, you know, creative works here on YouTube and just, you know, being wowed by, you know, kind of like Ruby, for example, from Rooster Teeth. You know, if I had the ability to make something like that, that is something that I wish I could do, and I really hope to achieve later down the line. You know, like as I said, I really do want to come out with my own series of sorts. As to what that could possibly be, I have no idea, but I do want to end up, you know, coming out with a certain series and show it to the world out there, whether that be, you know, an animation or even a book series, you know, writing my own story and sharing that to the world. You know, I think that would be very, very cool. That's something that I always wanted to do. As far as other things, I do want to, you know, hurry up and get my degree. I want to get back in college and get my degree finished and stuff like that. I want to be successful. I'm pretty sure everyone wants to be successful and, you know, carry on with life without any problems. So that is something that I do wish will happen to me somewhere down the line. I would like to be able to drive. There is a big, you know, thing as to why I can't drive, and it's very personal to me, so I don't really know if I have the courage to actually, you know, talk about it at this very moment in time. But Maybe later down the line, you know, I'll probably talk about it at some point, but there's a whole reason as to why I have the inability to drive and can't really go to places that I would like to go to with other people, you know, so stuff like that. But regarding, you know, that factor, I probably will talk about it at some point in the future, but we'll see when that is. But other things that I would like to accomplish, I definitely want to get the, you know, body that I want, you know. As you guys know, I weight lift. I go to the gym a lot frequently, and I just really don't think this is the type of body that I want right now. I want to get a more masculine look, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to take steroids or anything like that. I just want to look good. I want to look aesthetically pleasing. As some of you might know, I actually work at a dojo. I'm a karate instructor, and I teach kids, some with disabilities, actually. And hopefully, when it comes down to that, when it comes to just me teaching in general, hopefully I become a better teacher in the next, you know, couple years as well. There's still a lot, you know, when it comes down to teaching that I need to learn, but hopefully just when it comes down to me teaching in general, I can become a more tolerant, patient, you know, teacher and whatnot. Because dealing with kids all day, trust me, it's very, very stressful. But anyway, going back on the topic of karate, you know, I've been doing karate for a very, very long period of time. Very long period. Ever since I was probably like 11 or 12, and, you know, just being invested, you know, with the whole Japanese culture and tradition, especially being interested within anime and manga, kind of had an influence on that as well, and it's made me actually want to visit the country itself and visit places like Sapporo, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, you know, just learn about the history of Japan and also its cultures, traditions, and everything like that. Like, that, to me, is something that I really do enjoy doing in my spare time. I even write hiragana and katakana, you know, as much as I can. You know, just to try to, you know, study, you know, the Japanese language. So for when I actually do go to Japan, hopefully I have at least some knowledge to at least communicate with some of the residents there and stuff like that. But yeah, I just think it will be just a very cool thing to do, just to visit another country and just learn about it and its history, and just it's something that, you know, not a whole lot of people get to do. If it's any place that I want to travel to before I die, it's definitely Japan. Eric says, why and when did you start watching anime? So why and when did I start watching anime? Probably when I was around the age of 7 as a child. It just appealed to me. I liked the art style and how different it was from, you know, your average cartoons that you have over here in the West. And when it comes down to anime, it has a whole branching of like genres and certain demographics that it's aimed for. You know, over here, what we see as a cartoon over here in the West, we just simply know as something that appeals to as a kid. But when it comes down to the, you know, anime is very vast and very diverse in what it has to offer, and, you know, actually does handle some certain topics that are brought about in today's society, as well as philosophical topics, psychological topics, and stuff like that. And I just really like on the narrative that anime presents, rather than, you know, the comedic kid animation that we see in, you know, today's society. Not to say that kids won't enjoy that, but I'm just saying, like, when it comes down to anime, personally, I appealed more to that more, and ever since then, you know, I just have been, you know, having a fun time, you know, watching anime. Next up is Black Rock Wednesday. So, thought of a question finally. Did you make your own avatar? If so, awesome. It's pretty dang accurate. It's pretty dang accurate, huh? Thank you so much. If not, who did it for you? So, when it comes down to my own avatar, I did not create it. It was actually made by someone that I had made for me on Fiverr, the website Fiverr. They go ahead and, you know, do certain gigs for you, and you pay them money for that certain gig as to, you know, what you want, and in return they'll give you your package, and that is what I got. I got my avatar. I basically stated what I would like to have on the character, make it look like me in a way if possible, and they did it, and they did a fantastic job. So shout outs to the individual who worked on my avatar, because it came out fantastic. Anyways, guys, that about does it for the video. Sorry if this is a very long video, but it is definitely something that I believe I owe to you guys for all the continuous support that you guys have been showing me here on the channel. And it boggles my mind that we're actually at 5K subscribers, and not to mention we're almost at 5,100 subscribers. I believe the channel is currently at 5,070 subscribers right now, so just to know that we're about to hit the first 100 within that 5K mark is insane. It really is. So yeah, words cannot describe how grateful I am to you guys. Like, thank you so much. You really do not know how much it means to me. I know you probably have heard, you know, things like this from various YouTubers, and it's probably cliche hearing it 24/7 and whatnot, but seriously, like, to me personally, it really does mean a lot, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. And I just hope we can continue, you know, building this community and make something really awesome out of it. So with that said, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your questions, and also thank you very much for 5,000 subscribers. It is insane to just see that, you know, we have got this far. It's awesome. So with that said, everyone, I hope to continue growing with all of you. I really hope you enjoy the future content on the channel. Thank you once again for 5,000 subscribers, and thank you once again for those of you who sent me your questions. With that said, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought about this video. Be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and hit that red subscribe button down below if you wish to stay updated to my future content. And shout out to my Patreon supporters, C. Michelle Run, Memory Reacts, and Dallin White. Thank you so much, guys, for the continuous support. With that said, everyone, I'll catch you all in the next video.